fundamentals of design, color theory. Let's look at the important elements to focus on when you're designing a graphic. The key things to get right are color, imagery, typography, and composition. We're going to take a look at each of these elements and their best practices when developing high-quality visuals for your business. First is color theory. Color is a critical element to get right in your designs. It's used to attract attention, convey meaning, and, of course, for aesthetics. We don't usually even think about the colors we look at. We judge things quickly and often measure instantly whether something is desirable, professional, nice, ugly, or even weird based upon its color. The most important thing to think about using color is the contrast between them. Contrast refers to how well one color stands out from another. You can use contrasting colors within an image to make text stand out from its background, for example. Complementary colors like yellow and purple, or blue and orange, for instance, provide maximum contrast with one another. Contrast can also be used to guide people's actions, to let people know what you want them to do. If you want to increase click-throughs, make sure that there's a strong contrast between the call to action button and the rest of the design. You can check how colors contrast using a color wheel. A color wheel shows how colors are related visually. For example, complementary colors are those opposite one another on the color wheel. So, what happens if we don't have good contrast? Users will have a poor experience and can misunderstand meaning. Colors also give visual cues to meaning. For example, a green button usually indicates an affirmative action, like OK or accept. But if you were to design a large accept button and make it red, it could really confuse the user. And in some cases, the results could be disastrous. Let's talk about the most common colors used by brands and what meaning or feel they can invoke from their audience. The color red, for example, can trigger powerful emotions, both positive and negative, to create a sense of urgency, which is why it's effective in sales. It also encourages appetite, so it's used regularly in the fast food sector. Orange, another warm color, is considered light and fun, so it suits less corporate-feeling brands. Darker shades of orange are associated with autumn, which lends itself to more earthy brands. Another interesting one is green, which is easy on the eye and synonymous with health. So you'll often see it used by brands promoting health products, such as pharmaceuticals or food brands. It can also be linked to growth or power, such as with financial or military organizations. Blue, on the other hand, has a calming effect on the mind and is the color of reason, but also of strength, wisdom, and trust, which is why it's used so widely. It's a safe option for brands, but brands need to consider if it will help them stand out in their space. What about pink? Pink has historically been used to portray femininity, like with Barbie and Cosmopolitan magazine. But nowadays, a lot of mainstream brands use it regardless of their audience, such as Lyft. It portrays youth, but also inspires comfort and represents hope. Pink has been used successfully in many industries to break the mold. The color black is synonymous with luxury and power. While combining with a small amount of a bright color, it can add energy to sophistication. Black is well suited to some industries like fashion, for example, but perhaps not to others, like health. And finally, using white or silver represents cleanliness and has often been used for a modern look and feel. It needs to be used carefully though, as it can lack personality. Many brands use white to complement another, more dominant color. When executed well, adding white to your design offers a modern, simplistic, and clean look. You can see more examples of colors in branding and graphics by accessing the online resources with this lesson.